Radiant team ban.
Alright everybody, welcome back to the American Dota League Season number 2. We have Mousesports versus North American Rejects. Thank you so much for joining us. Game number 2 here in this series, and a very important game at that. Well, if North American Rejects, if they lose this game, they're out. It's single elimination here in this bracket. We're already into the semifinals. The game is underway. We're into the draft here. NAR, they had a bit of a rough start in that first game. They came along with some really good team fights, but again, Mousesports, they came out on top partly because of MSS's play. The IO, well, Misery, he played it really well. It's going to get banned out this time as well. MSS, honestly, he said on Twitter, all he did was right-click, and that's exactly what he did in that game. So, well, we'll see what he picks up this game around for Mousesports. Again, thanks so much for joining us here on the ADL. My name is Mont. With me is Pimp Muckle. Pimp, how are you doing, man?
Well, I was doing great in the last game. I'm doing absolutely excellent once again, and look at Mouse. They're actually banning out the Wisp. I'm so sad now. I'm done. I'm out.
That's it. We've lost.
Disband. No reband.
No
we fucking lost, boys.
No reband to Reno for Pimp, as we've lost the IO, but they'll pick up the AA.
Well, we got AA from Parser. That's okay. That's a consolation prize. Consolation? Oh,
yes,
I don't know.
Yes, you got it right this time.
Whoa!
You did it, dude.
All right.
Well, I mean, Ancient Apparition, not a bad hero. It's sort of fallen off. I mean, not really, I guess, for the most part. It's not been nearly as picked as much as it was in 6.80. The Chilling Touch did get nerfed, but not by much, and he's still a very solid hero. I mean, he's still very good with Ice Blast.
Time.
I also want to comment on his tri lane, I want to say, presence. He's not great in a sort of I can shut you down and stun you like something like a Lion is, or some other the Crystal Maiden, like not control based. But he's got the Chilling Touch, and Chilling Touch is so damn crazy strong in level 1. 150 additional magical damage on everyone there, so ×3 usually because you're running a tri lane, which is, you know, it's a tad crazy. So if you pair an Ancient Apparition on a tri lane with some sort of aggressive supports, or even an aggressive carry, something like Power Rangers like to run, which would be Avengers Spirit, you're looking at a crazy killing power, and you could also go aggro, try and have a very strong 1 versus 1 matchup in your zone, in your own safe land scenario there.
And the weird thing is, though, that even though they have an Ancient Apparition, and Ancient Apparition was so good in 6.80 in terms of, like you said, killing potential, I feel like this meta, at least for these two teams, is not necessarily based around, you know, fighting try versus try. A lot of them will dodge the lanes, they'll go to the jungle, which we saw NAR do a lot of with, of course, Fogged. It's not necessarily about securing that farm for that laning hero, whether it's Korok on somebody or snaking on another hero as well. They'll pick up the Brewmaster, though, for themselves, a hero which has been banned out a lot recently and has seen a lot of play. You get up that early Blink Dagger into an Aghanim Scepter, and all of a sudden, you have a lot of damage and really just firepower at your disposal. And you talked about how much you loved watching this hero, man, and I agree with you. It's so much fun to watch.
Yeah, jumping in, clap, and then you just go ahead and split up and have a clap ready once again if you have this Aghanim Scepter upgrade, and you just go ham. It's just easy, like, you just do it. And also it's gonna be Korok Brewmaster if I'm not completely off here, which is pretty good considering. Yes. I think he played it a lot in the TF4 qualifiers. Yes. I didn't catch too much of NA Reject because I was like on a, how to put it, like on the wrong stream pretty much, because we didn't have too much of NAR and got more of like Snar and all those teams. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be awesome. And here we go, Flavor Pick, Troll Warlord by Fata. That's going to be awesome.
This is his hero, man. Fata likes to go, and you get those Whirling Axes, that cast point which they changed in the last patch. Solid hero battle trance getting early on as well. And it's an okay pick against the Brewmaster on top of that. I mean, a lot of damage is going to be dished out between the two heroes. I love to see Fata picking up this hero, but at the same time, Korok on the Brewmaster is legendary. I love when he's on these playmaking heroes. And yes, you can make plays with Mirana, but when he's playing a DK, when he's playing a Brewmaster, he's moving around the map effectively. Korok is one of those guys that I gotta say he's probably one of my favorite players to watch just because of how good this guy can be. So I don't know who's gonna come out on top between the Troll and the Brewmaster if they're facing off against each other, which we've seen Fata in other lanes other than mid before in the Troll Warlord, but there's still that option.
Yeah, most likely it is going to be Fata. I mean, with Mouse, you never know who's going to be picking up some certain heroes. Also interesting to note, NA Reject could actually ban out the Nature's Prophet for once. I'm not sure if they will. They could just go with a Nature's Prophet and... Nope, never mind, Disruptor, alright. So either Slark or Nature's Prophet could go through. Troll Warlord Slark is actually pretty damn strong.
Oh yeah.
If you just head start the Slark, like give him a nice boost there in these early teamfight shenanigans, he's going to be having so many stats stolen, and yeah, sure enough, he's going to be going ham. Also, commentating on the mid lane matchup, Troll Warlord against the Brewmaster, I would actually favor the Troll. Yes. Because he's going to be giving you so much mischance, And even though Brewmaster is going to have a guaranteed crit and excellent harass options, if you can't get him, like if you can't hit him, it's kind of hard, right?
Yeah, that miss is actually the one thing people kind of forget about with the Troll Warlord. So I gotta say, he's got a lot of utilities here. Honestly, there's a lot of utilities for the Troll just to kind of take down towers, to help out in fights. We've talked about battle trance. Again, the early mech for FOTS is going to be the key here, and it's almost as important as the early Blink Dagger for a Brewmaster. If you're going to be fighting early on, you need to make sure you get that early mech going on, and he should be just fine in that. I feel like you're right, though. The Slark might get banned out here for NAR. I'm not surprised they banned out the Disruptor. They played up against a team yesterday, and it was actually E-Hug, and they threw up the Disruptor Glimpse, and like 9 times out of 10, it really just affected their fight negatively. They couldn't really do much about it. They didn't get BKBs, and it is going to be that Slark ban. You talked about it. You're right on point there, my friend.
Yeah, certainly. It's just too crazy to go up against the Slark there. With a Troll, I don't know. It's just too strong, it feels like. It is such an excellent combination, and the thing is, you can't pick those two guys up in the first pick stage because you're gonna get too overrun by something like the Ancient Apparition. Brewmaster combination would have been even a tad stronger as opposed to the Shadow Demon because you have like this crazy global presence, and also an Ancient Apparition. It works so well against the Slark, so you can't pick it up in the first 2 picks, which means one of those two has to be banned out. Otherwise, you're gonna be facing some very crazy shenanigans. But so far, in our rejects, what do you expect here? Do you want to see? Another support you picked up? The Sand King is still in the pool. Could be an option here.
I don't know if they go for the Sand King this time around. Shadow Demon Treant has been a very, very solid dual roaming kind of hero. If they want to go for that, it could be absolutely fantastic. It could help out against the Troll Warlord and his obviously battle trance and obviously taking towers. I wouldn't mind the Treant Protector. I'm not sure how much they favor it. I talked with Fogged a bit at the NA Hub for the TI4 qualifiers, and he was mentioning how much they did like that roaming combo, but Disruptor is one of his favorite heroes. Fogged loves Shadow Demon as well, by the way. Like that's like a hero that he talks about so much because of how much presence it has in the early game and even to the late game as well. They would have liked to have an IO. They're going to go for the Keeper of Light, though, and I don't know how I feel about this pick, man.
Oh, snap. Alright, Misery Sand King, here we go.
I like that.
That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy. Also, I like that Ancient Apparition. Yeah, you can have like the pulse and get a little bit of lane experience and have Sand King just in his jungle. And Shadow Demon Keeper is pretty strong, but I don't see the aggressive trolling coming out from them at all. So the Sand King is most likely going to be going unpunished. And Keeper of the Light, once again, like he doesn't have the best roaming potential. You can't really go mid lane and destroy the troll. You can try to harass him. Yeah, sure, you can try to like give him a bit of grief, but let's face it, when there's an Ancient Apparition, you can just not do it. And now there's an Ancient Prophet from Pikecat. As a 4th pick, this is luxury coming out from Mouse.
Absolutely luxury coming out. They'll have the Nature's Prophet. That's huge. I really love this pick coming out for them. They have the pushing potential as well as the team fight potential with Sand King. The Epicenter, you talked about the Chilling Touch already. Chilling Touch plus Troll Warlord actually seems kind of gross when I think about it because you have that Battle Trance, which is a disgusting combination. So NAR actually pick up a lineup that they actually used yesterday for the most part. I don't know if there was a coddle there, but Shadow Fiend Brewmaster is something we saw yesterday with Snake King playing that Shadow Fiend in the safe lane and just getting farm. Essentially, Brewmaster's going to go mid. He'll get his mid lane farm. And it actually worked out rather well because they weren't able to shut down the Shadow Fiend. However, this game's a bit different. If you want to go for some aggressive early games here and obviously with the Ancient Apparition and go for some kills on Shadow Fiend, that might be important. You talked about the Sand King going unpunished. That might be the Shadow Fiend for NAR here.
Radiant team pick.
I don't know. This is actually really interesting from both sides.
Yeah, I'm also not sure if I agree with this. Picking up a Shadow Fiend when you already have a Brewmaster, I feel like Shadow Fiend is a bit too vulnerable, and if the Sand King just goes top lane and rotates with the Ancient Apparition, you've got 2 excellent supports, which can dish out a crap ton of damage, and with an Nature's Prophet having an excellent attack animation, the minus attack speed from the Ancient Apparition is not too crazy, actually, and you're gonna just destroy the Shadow Fiend whenever the supports aren't like perfectly spot on, and with a few smokes early game, I don't know. Should be pretty awesome. And oh my goodness, I love this.
Brax all-playing Magnus.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's something we saw a little bit of, I think. It was either in the qualifiers and the ADL. I'm pretty sure it was in the qualifiers, and Brax did work with it. An early Blink Dagger here. Again, this is Brax's playstyle. He loves having a Time Hunter. He loves having a puck in the off lane. Bat Rider to a certain extent as well, but it's going to get banned out like 99 times out of 100. So go for it, Madness. Have some team fight potential. The Wombo combo is there. The RP into the Requiem, into the Brewmaster Ultimate, into the Illuminate, and to even Shadow Poison damage is going to be fantastic. So if you want to fight, this is the hero to do it. And I love them picking this one up.
Damn, that's crazy.
Reserve time.
I like it so much because Troll is super short range and usually in his melee form. Sand King is going to be coming crashing through, and he's also some sort of melee guy there, and he's also in those fights. Nature's Prophet not too much, but you can do some shenanigans like blink behind the Nature's Prophet, have the skewer ready, just skewer him in, and then use the RP. This is of course the rather advanced stuff, and it's risky as hell, but if you pull it off, if you have the big plays there, and I mean this is North American Reject, they like to go for those big plays, certainly, and then you have a Shadow Fiend unwinding the Requiem, people are going to be dying, hashtag Mordnauts there, and of course Brewmaster as well. So I like it a lot actually, I think it's a rather good lineup here, and
oh my.
Yeah, buddy! Gonna see a Faceless Void, this is awesome, this is getting crazy here, MSS, Faceless Void. Holy snap, can you imagine Sand King Ultimate and a Chronosphere and an Ancient Apparition? Yeah, I actually agree with you.
God.
People are gonna die.
Battle Trance 2. This is so good. I love this from Mousesports. We rarely see the Faceless Void. MSS generally the offlaner. I'm not sure if he's going to play it in the offlane this time around, considering, well, not many people like to play in the offlane Faceless Void. It was pioneered by IX Mike in the NEL not too long ago. He liked to get up that Aghanim Scepter early on in the game as well, and that probably might be the item choice coming out for MSS this time around. Looks like he's probably just going to play safe lane, which is not a huge surprise considering what he did in the last game. Pycat got to be the off lane, so, well, while we're up here in this top lane for Mousesports, let's go over the lineups. The mostly European squad. Misery will be on that Sand King, like you mentioned. Really impressive to see. We talk a lot about Fog Sand King, but Misery has a fantastic Sand King as well. We're going to see MSS on that Faceless Void. An interesting set he's got here as well. Some crazy stuff going on. That nice little Frozen Viridius Crusher he's got going there. Fatsa on the Troll Warlord. Going for that early mech is going to be absolutely necessary to have. And, well, the Battle Trance is going to be really good as well as, well, he's just got a lot of utilities at his potential. Paz is going to be picking up the Ancient Apparition, and that leaves Pycat. He'll be on the Nature's Prophet, already in the well.
Yeah, on the side of the North American Rejects, and Mod, I'm not sure, like, wow, we just swapped around the roles here, so I'm going to be going introducing the North Americans here. We've got Brax up on his Magnus, looking rather fancy, picking up a shield, and it's going to be handling the solo offlane. Support duo of Fogged on the Shadow Demon, and of course 1437 is going to be handling the Keeper of the Light here. I'm not sure if he can make it, but we're going to find out very soon here. So Snaking is going to be once again on the Shadow Fiend, and Korok.Boob is going to be the Brewmaster. A barrel of love for this guy, and let's find out if this is going to be working out so well for them, because so far they're kind of undecided here. No, it's going to be Korok on the safe lane. Alright, yeah, you called it, Mod. Wonderful.
Well, I think I called it actually reverse. I don't know, it was strange. I saw
you're right.
The safe lane farming Shadow Fiend, but they want to give that to Korok instead. Again, though, I don't mind seeing a safe lane farming Brewmaster. It's not terrible. We saw it a lot in the qualifiers, especially, I think, a couple times in the Chinese qualifiers we saw it as well. Snaking going up against Fatsa should be okay. And he's not going to get too close for Whirling Axes to do much. MS is going to go ahead and pause. They're actually going to do an aggressive dual lane here down bottom. And again, dual lane central coming out for both squads, surprisingly enough, at least for now. 1437 is going to make his way down bottom, and then he'll probably help out with a defensive try.
That's pretty good stuff here, I want to say. If you think about it, you're going to have Fata in the mid lane matchup against Snaking, and Shadow Fiend, he's got the same issues like we saw last game, but this time around, Keeper of the Light is actually hanging around, and he's going to be giving him some sort of hand. Most likely he's going to be just shutting out in the jungle, maybe stacking a bit here and there, but this time around, NA Reject is actually going to be playing on the Radiant side, which is huge.
Oh, yeah. People
underestimate the Radiant power in the early game stages, because now you have a Shadow Fiend who can use 2 camps to his advantage, and he doesn't even need to move that far. While Bottle Crow, you can just clear out those 2 camps, and it's actually pretty well-rounded here, I want to say, for Shadow Fiend in the mid-lane matchup. Against the Troll, especially, because Troll doesn't do too much there.
Yeah, I really actually favor this matchup for Snaking just because he can get into that jungle. Stacks are going to be huge for 1437, making sure Snaking can get at least a lot of farm here from the jungle. Looks like we're still getting paused. Some issues coming out from both sides here. But yeah, I mean, Shadow Fiend is going to rush his bottle like we saw last game. He gets 3 pooled tangos and a single GG branch. Snaking has been playing this hero so often that he seems to have this build down, and he's been playing rather well on that Shadow Fiend. He's able to get back into the game when he's been shut down 2 or 3 times, getting killed. So the fact that he's on this hero yet again is no surprise. And he's been playing a lot of mid recently. He used to be the safe lane farmer for NAR, but it seems like now they've kind of let Korok take that role over. Again, a lot like Liquid, where Korok would rotate with TC in terms of the 1 and 2 potential, and even Bulba at some points. So they have that potential to roam around, change up their roles. They're very flexible in that regard. But so are Mousesports. Again, they'll send MSS as their farming hero, at least in this off lane right now. But I like the choices coming up from Mousesports in their lineup here.
Oh, look at all the love here. Fox is ready, babe. Misery with a kissing. Alright, with a kissing smiley here. English is once again rather hard when you're excited. Alright, and Shadow Fiend. Now Snake is going to be having a loads and loads of fun for his raises. Okay, so this is as standard as it gets. He's got his bottle coming at him as well. And he's going to have a good time so far. It's looking rather good for NA Rejects on the laning side of things. Now the question is going to be, can they punish this duo off lane, or will MSS get any sort of farm?
Yeah, that's the real question. It comes down to your backtracks, I feel like, for Faceless Void, and making sure you have pulls. This camp is not warded for 1437, so he's got pull central. The thing is, yes, it's going to be tough to lock down MSS. He's going to have time walk, at least 2 levels of it. That's usually what you go for when you're in that offlane. You could even go for 3 if you're really feeling, you know, like you're in a bad position. But your time walks and your backtracks are going to be very important in this game. Again, they do have a lot of punishing potential here. They will have a Shadow Demon Disruption. They will have the Thunderclap, but again, you can just time walk right out of that. And Paz might not stay down here too much longer. This is giving a lot of room for Brax in the top lane. He's got 3 last hits, and he's got level 2 as well. In fact, MSS is going to rotate right up top, and they're going to send Pycat in this off lane here in a moment, I think.
Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good idea here. You just don't want to fall this Twilight with the Faceless Void. It looks like they anticipated some sort of aggro try coming out, and it just didn't work out in the end. Of course, if you have a matchup of the Brax Magnus bottom lane against Pycat's offlane Aegis Prophet, I think it's pretty okay. Everyone's gonna get some farm. Yeah. But of course you want to have Magnus with Arcane Boots and Blink rather fast. And then you can just do and kill stuff. Actually, oh, he was trying to go for the skewer here, right, MSS.
Well, Brax, that's a bit embarrassing. That's alright. We didn't see it. Listen, it's fine. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. Get back to farming. It's absolutely okay. It is level 1 skewer, so that range, not even an issue anymore. So I like that he's going for these aggressive plays, and he's already got a lot of CS with 8. MSS can't even really get close right now, which is very interesting. He doesn't want to take that shockwave, and he will. Level 2 Shockwave actually does quite a bit of damage, even towards that Faceless Void. So, again, they rotate a couple of heroes. Pycat is now down bottom, but he doesn't have that escape potential that, well, guess what? MSS did. Now they're going to go for a Disruption. Soul Catcher is going to connect. Now Korok going to grab the Thunderclap. Pycat in some trouble. The right click should be enough, and it will get the kill. Fog getting first blood. Just like that, easy kill coming out for Giannis.
Yeah, that's pretty good stuff here. And once again, they know exactly how strong they are. They're just playing their strength, and also Snaking's now in the mid lane. You know, the thing is, Fada's playing this out crazy good here, I want to say. He's just switching back and forth on the range, on the melee form. Yes. And he's also just using his whirling axes all the time to just do some sort of additional DPS here onto Snaking, as well as the miss chance. And as such, Snaking, he could have had like way more CS, but Fada's actually keeping even. Which is surprising. I mean, I'm really blown away so far. You know, I might be a bit biased, but at the same time, they're going to be going here once again. Pycat with a big rotation. I'm not sure here.
The body blocks!
The body blocks. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Fog is going to jump in. He's a bit late to the party. He's going to throw up the Soul Catcher. I don't know if that's enough. He's going to throw the Shadow Poison as well. The right click's not quite there. Fotza can help out. He's got mana for at least 1 Whirling Axes, but nice Sprout. Fog cannot get anything done here. Another rotation coming through. That's actually going to be Misery, who was looking for a Burrow Strike, but great rotations. They'll take down Snaking again, getting caught out early on in this game. Again, he could get back into it with some nice jungle creeps. And you talked about Fox and how well he uses the Berserker's Rage, and he just goes from range to melee. He does it so often. He's so very good at it, and that'll actually help him get the kill here early on Snaking.
Yeah, now look at top lane. They rotate so many people up here. They just want to shut down this Void like big times. The fact of the matter is, however, if you have a Void, you're always going to get some levels, because this is just how the hero works. And if you have a Troll there who's going to be providing you with 60, 120, and 180. Oh, actually they're going to be finding 40, 37. That's a nice burst strike. You Pycat as well. And Brax, he can only skew away and see his body die. So it's a 1 for 2 right now on the board. And my point, you know, it doesn't stand anymore, because now MSS is going to get farm, eventually.
Oh yeah, that kill frees up a lot of room here in this top lane. He'll be able to get CS just fine. 1437 looks to be back in, but you talked last game about Pycat and his early rotations and being aggressive. That's exactly what he's done. He rotated mid, he got a kill, he rotated top there to help out as well. He's got 1,000 gold in the bank. They are leaving Korok alone like they did in the last game, but it's not as good of a start, I think, for Mousesports as it was in the last game, but it's still a very solid start going for them here at 5 minutes, so...
Also, what do you think about MSS build here? He's going to max Time Walk as well as Time Lock. So, pretty much the most aggressive build you can actually go for.
Yes. In the
Not
safe
even a
lane,
value
like
point in
this.
backtrack.
Okay. I like it in the safe lane because you want to be going for kills early on with the Chronosphere, and the only way you're going to do that is if you have Time Lock procs, and he needs to get those. If he's in the off lane, I say definitely get backtrack just to be safe and secure. You can maybe be a bit aggressive and go for more points in Time Lock than in backtrack, but yeah, I agree. Maybe even 1 point in backtrack would be good here. Still, you do want 2 points into Time Walk. That's like the magic number, at least early on. So I'm not surprised he picked up those 2 points. And with 970 gold to make, he'll probably buy his Treads next. Or he can just save up for a Midas. I don't see him going for a Battle Fury in this game.
No, makes no sense.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting.
The thing is, I think Mouse actually saw Snaking with a casual Gloves of Haste in his inventory, so he's looking to go for the Midas himself. And yeah, he's just bottle crying, and he's really just abusing this Radiant advantage. He's farming this camp, he's farming this camp as well, so this is pretty much all the farm he can, because he's kind of scared right now. He doesn't see too many people, because Mouse are just farming the jungle. And yeah, this is smarter play, even though there is damage being done to the tower, so I don't necessarily agree with not showing your face in this mid lane right now to defend it, but look at NAR, they're just so scared, and Vata's just running top lane, you know, just casually walking by, giving Brax a high five with his axes, and he's gonna be A-okay to just head back to the mid lane, and he got his face already done, so he's got quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, and on top of that, he picked up a DD rune as well with Battle Trance. That's damn scary. So you got to be careful with Fata. He's going to be blowing people up. Snaking, you are very low, my friend. You should not be there. Back away. Fata wants to kill you. Whirling Axe is not going to connect. Had he been there a second earlier, he probably gets that kill, but... Well, Snaking is going to Bottle Crow again. His Midas now pretty much done. He's going to Bottle Crow, get his
bottom tower
health back up. Attack. Bottom tier 1 tower being pushed in here by Korok and the rest of the squad from NAR. Misery looking for a Burrow Shrek or something. He's actually just going to back away altogether. Okay.
Yeah, that's the smarter choice here. Just chill out and get some experience this way. There is one ward still, and actually mid lane they're going to be going once again Snaking, but there is rotations. Vata has to be so damn careful here. And he's fine. And there is already a blink dagger up on the safe lane brew. This is what safe lane means here. This is big. Now they can just go at it.
That's gross.
I think Misery might be dead.
Yeah,
oh, he doesn't have a burst strike.
Yeah,
oh, he does. Never mind.
He does, just barely. He just got the mana for it. They'll have to be careful. No mana leak coming up for 37 just yet, no surprise there. But yeah, that's a 7-minute blink dagger coming up for Korok. That's why you put him into the safe lane. That's exactly right. You talked about it. You get essentially free farm here. Nobody contested him at all. Now he's going to be dictating play on the map. They'll be creating space for Snaking, who has his Midas now. They'll get towards his next couple of items here. Brax has already got his Arcanes and 900 gold in the bank as well. This guy's got 32 assets. He's got more than MSS has right now. He's been absolutely outstanding in this off lane.
The hell?
It's looking good, at least for NAR. At least right now. Brax is... That's a Chronosphere. That was... You did not need to walk into that. I think you're dead.
Nope. 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 Well, good thing is, and this is what I really enjoy seeing, like on the analysis part, we can see Pycat, who's actually pulling up a lot of gold, and he is now heading back for his Midas, so he knows the early game is not as aggressive, and there is not too many openings, because, let's face it, there's a Magnus, who has got a skewer, so an Aegis Prophet can't really do too much, so you don't go for the fast boots.
Yes.
There's a Brewmaster as well, who's got a blink dagger already, so why even go for the face boots if you don't secure early game kills, because it's such a big investment early on. It's 1,000 gold or 900 gold roundabout, and you would have much rather have the Midas up, and he's still gonna have a good timing on his Midas, but this time around it's gonna be a bit slower on his farm than last game, and this is mainly because of the kills. Mouse, this time around, not finding too much. However, that's no issue at all. They're gonna have the late game anyways, and they just have to be very careful. As soon as there's Magnus with a blink, they're gonna be going, and they're gonna be going hard.
Yeah, NAR is looking to try to take this tier 1 tower and get some more gold in the bank for Brax, and even for Korok trying to get towards the Aghanim Scepter now, but with his blink dagger ready to go, they see it. They know that it's there. They've scouted it out already. They actually saw it earlier, but... Well, bottom looks like Fog's going to get caught out of position. He's got a disruption. Soulcatcher's going to apply the Shadow Poison. Fog in some trouble. Nice disruption. He's going to try to TP out, but look at that damage coming in from the axes. It just clipped him and actually got the kill because of it. Had he walked to the right, maybe a little bit, he probably doesn't get clipped by those axes and he might have lived, but still a nice kill going in. They do get the tier 1 tower mid for NAR, and maybe they're going to defend top as well.
Yeah, that's actually a good point here. So if you have a Shadow Fiend here, you want to bring down this tier 1 in the mid lane very fast, so you can just farm the jungle whenever you play, whenever you want to. The lane is now pushing to the tier 2, and already this bit of chipping damage is, you know, it adds up. Because when you have an Aegis Prophet, every little bit of this stuff counts, and there is no treant on the map, so there's no heal coming out on those pesky towers at all. And now look at NAR, they're grouping up top lane. Oh, wait a second, that's crazy.
Just misses Burrow Shrek. Vata getting raised up. Do they have any way to really take him down? A TP actually got cancelled. I think it was top, and maybe it was Brax or Korok. I'm not sure who. I think it was Brax. He had a TP scroll in his inventory. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Brax, but not 100%.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Snaking almost
There's another tower.
Dire's structures
yeah, but,
are fortified.
you know, I know Rejects, they're doing the good stuff here. They just like an objectives when they have the openings, because later on, when you give like Mousesports a few minutes here, they can just go and destroy NA Rejects. But so far, NA Rejects are doing this out very well. It's a trade though.
Yeah,
and Pycat is getting a bit scary, you know.
Tier 1
well.
Snaking. MSS has an invis rune. That's...
Could just go for it, I feel like.
He really could. He could just Chrono right now. They have Chilling Touch.
Let's go!
Snaking is in a lot of trouble, and he's dead, actually.
That's accurate.
Korok coming in. He wants to get that boulder toss going. Pos, who's got to choose to go for. He's going to go for both of them. MSS,
what a player.
They're going to go for Pos instead. They're going to turn their attention. He's not taking that much damage. He's getting blocked. The Radiance burn, well, the Fire burn coming out, not nearly enough. The Boulder toss is going to be there. They will get the kill. Now he's going to back off. He couldn't get MSS, but Korok at least gets something.
If Korok had like another intelligence-based item, he would have gotten like 2 kills. He could just blink forward, Thunderclap, and then get another kill up onto MSS, but it's smarter to not go for it. And also MSS, he's going for the super aggro style here, maxing out the time lock, so no value point in backtrack at all. Who cares for this sort of damage reduction crap? I mean, we're just going ham here in MSS town. And another kill, 1437. He can't find too much, but he's got a lot of gold in his inventory.
Dyer's middle
I'm not sure if he's going to go for that Aghanim Scepter again like he did in the last game. He actually got Epicenter, which is why he died. I think they thought he was going to call somebody in or try to Blinding Light, but Misery gets off that. Nice little Epicenter, they get the kill. They're going to run right into Snaky. Misery has enough mana to burrow, and that's about it. He's going to get out of there. The Raze will miss. So, but yeah, MSS, max time lock. He actually, I think, just bought a Hand of Midas outright. In fact, he did. So the Recovery Midas is there at 12 minutes. That's not much of a Recovery Midas. This game has felt a lot longer than it actually is. So
yeah, there's just so much, I want to say movement around the map. Not necessarily kills, because we only have 8 kills in 12 minutes. This is not shabby at all, but this is not how Mouse usually plays out this early game. But once again, it's a familiar picture on the kill side, 6 for 2, and this all comes down to Picard once again. This guy's just doing so much work on this Nature's Prophet especially. It's crazy. And I want to say, like in the last 6-7 games I saw them, 6 of them were actually with Picard and Nature's Prophet. That's crazy. Can he play anything else?
Oh, yeah, I mean, he absolutely can. I've seen him
play.
Yeah,
sure. It's
so
just
much.
like crazy.
I've seen him like on Luna, and that's the crazy thing is they can actually Mousesports are comfortable in the late game, but they can actually do really well there as well. I mean, like, you talk about the early game pressure, but they can also just get to the late game and just farm. And we saw it in the last game at 45 minutes in. MSS was able to kind of just carry things. But now, Smoke of Deceit gank, and I don't know, I'm pretty sure Mousesports didn't see that. They actually smoked right near their own Tier 1 tower for NAR, but it looks like, yeah, they caught that. Now Pycat's just going to back away. MSS is going to be up in the trees here, so they will not find anything. That Observer Ward might have been pretty useful. But there is Brax's Blink Dagger at 13 minutes in. He's having a much better time than he did on that, well, Tide Hunter in the last game, so...
The Whelp TM Tide Hunter.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, Mod. Okay.
Yeah, alright, dude, I'm just saying, listen.
You're just saying, yeah. Thank God I'm not flaming them.
I'm not flaming him, I'm just saying
no,
it's a better time, man.
It's alright. Now the DD on Snake is just going to town at this tower, and Power as well. It's like so much damage going his way. 67 plus 153, and now, oh, Chronosphere, everyone is waiting though. This could be a big bait. Korok jumps in, he's gonna clap people down. No, he's actually not just yet. He doesn't use his ultimate. Now on the backline, Brax is jumping in. He uses his ultimate there. Still, Brax is just getting destroyed. Now he can finally use the Requiem as well. But Fada, you just bring him in. You just slam the house. Well, wide open here, and Fada, he's just going to be destroying people here now. How long on the Brewmaster? Just a few more seconds, and then it's going to be one lonely Brewmaster, it feels like. 2, 1, and blink, 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 blink. No, the X's!
He's in some trouble now. There is going to be a nice Blinding Light. Snaky's going to come in. He's got to get Burrow struck and right-click as well. Defensive Disruption. There's the Battle Trend. Snaking is dead for sure. He will get his second Requiem off with his death, but... NAR, they missed their opportunity there. Great Blinding Light, great bait and setup. 1437 hit that Blinding Light perfectly up on MSS, but actually, I don't think Evasion... Well, I guess Mischance still works. I guess that doesn't make it. Yeah. All right, never mind. I'm going to just stop talking right now. I'm just going to let you just go over that team fight. Okay.
No. I don't.
All right. Well,
sorry, Mod. Don't have you back there.
No, but...
Gonna be going full trader. I don't know. Should be working, right? Well, I don't know.
We're gonna skip by that point. Brax actually canceled his reverse polarity like 3 or 4 times with that engagement, and he only got it onto 1 at the end of the day, and he got it on 5, so he just missed it immediately afterwards. So they couldn't.
Yeah, and who's a freaking troll? Like throwing some X's in the midst of fights. It's god damn it. I was like so sure NA Rejects would have this fight, and then they didn't. And I was like, yeah, this is looking rather crazy. And this mech is just doing some mad work. And people don't like the mech because, like, yeah, you know, guys, Toral is a DPS-oriented hero. Yes, sure he is. But if you get a mech up, like, sub 15 minutes, this is so huge. Everyone is going to get so much HP relative to their maximum HP from this. And also, he doesn't use too much mana. His Rolling Axe is 50 mana.
Yeah.
Alright, you can just spam it out. Battle Trance 75. That's pretty much nothing, so yeah, it's a pretty good pickup here by Fada.
I agree with you, and what else are you going to be getting early on in the game on a troll? You're going to be, what, getting a Helmet of the Dominator, maybe Vlad's if you want? And
yeah, Vlad's is what Fada buys when he doesn't go for the mech.
Yeah, and he'll probably get that after too. They have actually a lot of... I mean, the armor is going to be nice to have. The damage, Vlad is just a good item. I don't like picking it up first, but for Fots in this game, it works as he's got his mech already. They're going to go for Battle Trance. They're going to try to get this Roshan. I don't know if they're going to be able to contest on the side of NAR.
You don't want to use it. It gives it away.
Yeah, well, now it does give it away for sure.
Yeah, it's alright, but, you know, Roshan is down like to 50%.
They can blink RP, but everyone's out of the pit already. So, smart plays. They have this Observer Ward up here for the Dire team. They're going to back away immediately. They will smoke up as well. They're going to try to wrap around here on the backside of this. Korok has his Primal Split up. Mouse are gonna just head up to the mid lane.
Oh, Korok has to be so careful. There's so many wards up here. I mean, we're checking the mid lane, and they even like double ward and overlap the ward, so they do keep tabs on the mid lane.
They want to have vision. They want to know who's around this area. They want to make sure that if they're fighting, they've got complete control. Although they didn't have it in that last engagement, they didn't expect to see 1437 with the blind, but they're ready to go now. MSS might jump in for a Chronosphere. He is going to go ahead and do that. He's looking for it. No, he's going to decide against it. There's the missed chance coming in. The Drunken Haze, that was a bit anticlimactic. MSS realized very quickly, he's like, that is an illusion. I'm only going to get one in the Chronosphere. It's going to be Korok, which would have been nice, but they would have just got blinding lighted, so they decided against going in and fighting that, especially with Pycat up in that top lane.
Yeah, this is something you just bring up a good point here, Mort. So you have to keep the Shadow Demon in the Chronosphere because otherwise you're gonna disrupt targets, or even the Void. You're gonna have to have 1437 in his Chronosphere because he's gonna have a Blinding Light ready to go. And then of course Korok as well, because otherwise he's gonna do some Drunken Haze shenanigans and you're literally doing no damage. And then Snaking is gonna destroy you if you don't have him in the Chronosphere, and the Magnus is pretty much the only thing who can't skewer in. You know, that's actually pretty crazy. There's like a lot of people MSS has to catch here.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit tough for him, but at the same time, it doesn't really rely solely on him for a team fight. Chronospheres are important, but as we saw in the last fight, they're not that important. Not when you have a troll with a mech who can just dish out the damage. But again, NAR, they're getting their team fight items online. The Aggro Scepter's coming through for Korok here, and about 700 gold he'll have it. The top tower for the tier 1, Bots is trying to take down. The Glyph was popped from both sides. Snaking with the Empower like you talked about, going to work. MSS is going to jump in. Chronosphere, no! MSS! At least he pushes him off the tower for a bit. On the backside, though. TP, Skewer, Thunderclap, Posture, dead. Okay.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
That's rather unfortunate. That's a courier dead. What did it have on it?
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Well.
Well,
also Father now picks up the lights. So yeah, it's
Dire's bottom
it solves a lot of problems for him. And while Troll doesn't have, I still want to say, like, I'm getting flamed by chat right now because they say like, okay, so Troll does have a mana problem. Yeah, sure he does when you spam out your skills, but you usually don't whenever you're farming because you're going to be farming up anyways, and especially when you're team fighting, there's going to be some Arcane Boots up on your team because Misery actually went for Arcane Boots before Blink. So you're gonna be A-okay. So
and he's got a bottle too. That's something people need to keep in mind as well. Like, bottle is gonna just help out in the regen. Burrow Strike on Snaking. Ice Blast is gonna go. Is it gonna connect? Only onto 1 or 2. That will put the Blink Dagger cooldown though. Now Korok is gonna jump in. Is he gonna use his Primal Split? I'm not sure. They do blow up Misery anyways, so now they can just work on maybe this tier 2 tower. They will have to regen up obviously because of that annoying Ice Blast, which is actually not done all of that much in this game, but it should be another tier 2 tower going the way of NAR. We'll see though. Fots is on the front lines right now. He might jump in here or at least try to stop this from happening, but it looks like it should be a free tier 2 tower.
I want to say just you wait, because Ancient Apparition, it's one of those heroes, yes, he's a support and he doesn't scale amazingly well. He's still gonna have his Ice Blast, and it doesn't matter if you just are like 50 minutes in the game. This Shadow stuff and the complete healing and Blink Dagger, like, disruption, I want to say, like, you just stop any sort of initiation there. So it's so damn huge, and now we're gonna see them. Everyone is grouped up on the side of NA Rejects. They are trying to Delta Split here a bit, but oh man, they know it. This is pretty scary here. Passes on the right hand side. Nature's Prophet is of course split pushing, like who would have thought. And everyone else, well, like they're holding the high ground for now. And it's getting scarier and scarier. Misery's got his blink. He didn't use his epicenter just yet, except for a kill bottom lane, but it's gonna be scary here, pushing up the high ground. I don't think you can do this.
They need to get that Aegis. They could have taken Roshan there, especially with Pycat not around, but he could always just TP in and Shadowblade into the pit and just try to fight with his team. But yeah, this is something Misery has yet to do in this game, which is blink and Epicenter, blink Burrow Strike. They haven't really gone for it. They're going to try to go for Rosh again. You talked about if Fots goes for Battle Trance, they probably know they're doing it right now. Everyone from NAR has no idea this is happening. They will ping on the Rosh pit, though. There is no Observer Ward for the Radiant team. They will have the Illusion here, which actually scouts things out, unfortunately, so they'll throw up the Illuminate. They're going to use the Recall as well for 1437. Going to bring in a hero. Who is it going to be? It's going to be Snaking as well. He's got his Gasha done. Probably going to go for Manta style like we saw in the last game. But now everyone backing out of the pit for Mousesports. Back to farming we go.
I think that's still pretty okay here for the side of Mouse, actually. They're forcing some reactions. The good thing for NAR, of course, is they do have Shadow Demon in the top lane. Fox is just farming up a Storm. He's on 2.5k gold right now, so Pass, he went for the Blink Dagger last game around. This could be an option here. Could also go for something like a 4-stuff, just to bail people out. It doesn't work on the Chronosphere targets, so this is still an option. And yeah, sure enough, he's going to be heading for his 4-stuff. He can actually force out the Void, which would be pretty cool. But everything else is going to be stuck in there, and you can't put it out.
This is a typical fogged item. I'm surprised he actually didn't go for a Blink Dagger first, but no, Force is just as good in this situation. And also just to get positioning to, like you said, disrupt MSS's positioning in the Chronosphere. Excuse me, he's also going for an Aghanim Scepter on the Faceless Void, so that's no surprise. I mean, that's like the item choice people go for nowadays on Faceless Void, like 9 times out of 10. And people were like, well, where's the right click? Well, I guess you don't need it if you have a ridiculous, you know, scepter duration on your Chronosphere. So 6 seconds on Chronosphere is annoying.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna have so much duration, and who needs right click when you have an Ancient Apparition buffing you up? And also, if you have an Aegis Prophet who's now right clicking for quite a bit, if you have a Troll who's gonna be having so much and who's gonna be giving you the Battle Trance buff anyways, and most of your damage is coming from the time locks. And I'm sure some people don't know this, but 70 bonus damage, that's nice, but in a Chronosphere it gets doubled. So you're looking at 140 additional damage, which means you're literally hitting for 3 times your damage. And then you have everything else as well. And also Misery's ultimate is going to be coming crashing through as well, so there's a lot of possibilities. Whoa.
Not going to connect. Skewer, Bata maybe in trouble. The Thunderclap, the mech is going to keep him alive. He's going to try to TP away.
Really?
I think he's going... No, the RP goes. They use the RP. Bata is going to get blown up. Probably worth it. Brax will take the Ice Blast. He shouldn't Shatter. They're chasing after Pycat. Actually, they have no idea that he's there. He Shadow Blade and was looking for a kill, but a bit too late to the party. That RP is probably worth it, I think.
That's surprising. I wasn't sure if Father was searching for anything there, but still, the thing is, Mouse don't have any wards in the enemy jungle, so they don't know when they're farming.
Not as much map control.
Not quite as much.
As it was in the last game.
At the same time, NA Reject don't have any. Okay, so, you know, it's going both ways there.
That's true. No wards up for NAR. They're in the blind right now. Misery is in the jungle. Just passes. Oh, Epicenter fogged. You are in trouble, my friend. Oh, he canceled it. He canceled it. Misery just canceled his Epicenter. Oh my god. Ice Blast is going to connect at least on 1437, and Misery will get away alive somehow. Oh man, but Fogged would have been dead there. For sure.
Oh my goodness. There was like anticipating the lag, and then it was like way too fast. Oh my goodness, no shift queue. Actually, shift queuing is server side, so if you shift queue, and you're playing on like 200 ping, it's still gonna be instant. Pretty neat. Yeah, and now Pyke is doing Pyke things.
Yeah, he has his Maelstrom. We've seen this more and more for Furion Prophets in the past couple of weeks. Go for Maelstrom. They used to go for Desolator a lot of the time, but Maelstrom is so good for pushing out waves. Midlane, MSS Fogged in some trouble here. He will fall. Skewer not connected. The Blinding Light a bit too late. Brax and Pyke jumps in as well. Sprouting 1437. They're gonna get this kill. Ice Blast is gonna fly through. 1437 is gonna fall. Brax will get away, but 2 big kills coming out, even on the supports, but Korok on the backside actually gets a kill.
Stun.
Throw a strike, Misery. Now Korok is in trouble. He's got no Blink Dagger. They did use the Ice Vortex. He's got to blink forward. Korok has his blink up in about 2 seconds. It's going to get put on, well, unfortunately, cooldown. Blink away, Korok! No, he cannot do it in time. He will get Burrow struck.
You're mine.
Yeah, he talked about it. Shift Q would have been huge there, but unfortunately doesn't get done, so...
No, Pyke could use it.
Oh, he did?
Because he was immediately out attacking right after he TP'd in. Had to play that from the suite. And now mid lane once again, Brax, MSS. He's gonna have his ultimate in like 10 seconds once again. This is so amazing. If you have a DPS oriented team, you don't need to build damage items and you can just throw it out whenever. Go for those solo kills, it doesn't matter. In the mid lane, of course, given it was more like a two-man Chronosphere, but you know, he got a kill, gets out, scot-free, wonderful. And now he's got 1.3k gold in the bank account. Not too much, but he's not the only carry. It's completely fine if he doesn't have too much fun.
And he's actually the only hero in the game that has 0 deaths to his name, which is pretty impressive. Again, he is a Faceless Void. He's got full everything, essentially, except for that Chronosphere, and then obviously his stats. He's getting quite farmed. He's getting levels on top of that. Again, though, Snake King is level 16 with his Midas. He's getting up there as well. This guy has 4,000 gold to bank, which is going to be, I imagine, a Manta style, or even just straight up Butterfly rather soon if he wants to go for it. So yeah, Snaking is very, very farmed. He's very well off here. But the problem is they're losing fights. They're not really getting the engagements they need to get. And at 25 minutes in, this is kind of an early game lineup, especially considering Korok had an Aghanim Scepter and he's only gotten like 2 kills and a couple of assists with it. It's not going as well as NAR maybe planned.
Alright. Also, 4.7k gold for snaking. What are we looking at? Is this gonna be a Manta style? Just to dispel the mischance? Oh yeah, maybe.
I feel like he would have bought it, but then again, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be an Eagle Song into a Butterfly. He could also get a Helm of the Dominator and a Manta Style outright if he wanted to. There's a lot of options here, and he could even go for more damage if he wants to. They're going to try to chase after MSS. He's going to time walk away smartly. This actually leaves a lot of room for Pycat to take this top tier 2 tower. They'll try to pressure the tier 3 in the mid lane, which I like a lot, but Pycat's going to do the same in this top lane. And they're not TPing back just yet. There's the fortification from the Dire side. Ice Blast, I think it might have... No, it's still ready to go for Mouse. They can jump in and throw an Ice Vortex. There's going to be the Cold Feet. Frog actually may be in trouble here.
He's gonna proc.
Yeah, he's going to get latched up now. Nice force away from Fog.
Look at triple Ice Vortex.
I'll jump again. Thunderclap, Toss, mischance. There's the Primal Split. The Chronosphere coming out as well, but now MSS has to back away. Korok is going in deep right now. There's going to be another rolling axe. The Epicenter not doing anything directly in Misery. Getting raised up the Shockwave, getting the kill as well. MSS in trouble. He's got a time walk away buyback status. Let's check it out. 3 heroes have from Mousesports. In fact, Misery just used his. Now everyone's backing away. Korok's ultimate now done. That tier 3
tower
top.
They have to fall back here.
I think they do. I agree with you. They
still
have RP.
The thing is, Pycat can't just go ahead and push down this tier 3 in the top lane. For a North American reject, that is, of course, and I don't know, man. I just feel like it's very, very risky to try to gamble and try to go for this tier 3 in the mid lane when your tier 3 is in the top lane getting pushed in. And there's so much damage done already, you just don't want to lose it.
Yeah, that's fair. They will
Never mind, he's not doing it.
And they are going to... Yeah, well, they go for the Assault Cross actually on the Shadow Fiend. That's even more armor reduction coming out with the presence of the Dark Lord. His attack speed. Now he's going to have some ridiculous armor as well. So the right click, especially in that Chronosphere, is going to be huge. That armor is actually, I feel like, a much-needed boost for NAR here. I love this Assault Cuirass pickup coming out for them.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff here. I like it a lot, actually. And not... Although, you could also make an argument for the Manta style here. Yeah. Although Casual Yasha's pretty damn strong.
Snaking just loves going for Casual Yasha, unlike any hero. He does it 9 times out of 10. I see him on my carry. Agility carry, that is, so... Well, Brax is going for BKB. He actually has enough money to buy it out right now. He will use it. He'll buy it. And that means that nobody has buyback on the Radiant team. So if they get caught out in bad position here, they're going to potentially lose a set of Brax. Pycat's already pressuring top lane again, like you talked about. So this game is rather even. We actually haven't checked out the gold graph at all. NAR are leading, but only by 1,000. They had a 4,000 gold lead earlier. It's kind of dwindled a bit. Experience-wise, Mouse have had the lead for some time. They're up to a 3,000 experience lead. Not that big of a deal. Fox is going to back away. Everyone's doing Roche now for MSS and Pycat on Mousesports side. There is this Radiant Observer, but they did not see it happen. Looks like they might be able to take this Roche down. Pycat's attacking so fast, doing so much damage.
That's crazy. Oh my goodness.
Brax is going to jump in potentially. This is getting lower and lower and lower. They will get the Aegis, I think, but will they get out? Looks like absolutely yes. Pycat will TP away.
Oh, Pycat!
He's gone. Huge play for Mousesports there, making sure they get that Aegis and losing nothing in return.
Oh no, they recall Fogged.
Uh-oh.
And now there's an Aegis Prophet sitting in the top lane.
Warriors of the world.
Uh-oh, yeah, uh-oh indeed. This could be big here. So NA rejects, okay, so they're doing the smart thing. They want to try to cut off any struggling Mousesports heroes, no? Okay, maybe just maul down mid lane, but... Okay guys, so there is a base being pushed in, and they don't have a glyph. They actually force double TPs back. Gorak is jumping in. They don't see him, they have no reveal at all. That's, okay.
But they don't have it on any hero, so yeah, you're right. They have no way they can chase that down. If they had reveal, if they had a gem, they could just use the Drunken Haze and essentially kill him, but that is not the case. Korok is actually going for a Scythe, which is a huge pickup. He's almost, well, not almost got it, but he's getting closer and closer, so that'll be a really nice item to have. Because nobody has a BKB on Mouse, not that I know of. Maybe Fata has one? Yeah, he does, okay. So...
Also another few items coming out here for the side of NA rejects. They're gonna have a Shiva's Guard up onto Korok. And this is huge, because with an Aghanim Scepter, now those auras are gonna be propagating to your Brewlings. And of course, well, he's gonna be level 16 right now. Here we go. Level 3 ultimate. Aghanim Scepter up as well. And if he gets the Shivas, that's so much more damage going the way of NA reject, as well as a bit of control. It's not that crazy good, considering everyone is gonna be max on the attack speed side of things, but, you know, when the ultimate from the troll is down, it helps out a lot. Especially since, the Faceless Void, he doesn't have anything on the attack speed side of things except for Tread's Midas. And that's okay, that's a good start, but it's going to be getting completely destroyed by the Shivas.
Yeah, right now, that's, I mean, the items are starting to come out fast and furious for both sides, actually. And if you look at Ancient Apparition, Pos is getting closer and closer to his Aghanim Scepter. And this was a hero that I said wasn't doing much early on in the game, but now he's starting to define farm, and he's about 200 gold away from getting that Aghanim, which is going to be really nice. Pycat will take the mid tower easily. Snaking's working on the tier 2 top. They have no glyph just yet, so it looks like he'll get it for free. He's backing off now. They don't see anybody really in this mid lane. Korok is baiting, or he's just going to get jumped on here. They're going to use the Chronosphere. The Ice Blast is going to apply the Blinding Light as well, but Korok is in some trouble. The Epicenter, they've blown it all. They really wanted that kill. Luckily, he does have buyback. He's the one person that does have it. But he will go down, and that's going to be a nice little kill coming out from Mousesports.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, the thing is, Mousesports has to be super careful, because now, yeah, well, the Chronosphere is going to it's going to be up for the next fight, right? 34 more seconds. This is literally nothing. But Misery's ultimate is going to be down, and yeah, we're going to see Brax here. He's trying to go in, tries to go for the deny. Not going to be happening, and they just don't want to fight right now. Killing Korok is great, but yeah, you just need to wait a bit.
And now Pycat has his Scythe of Eyes on top of all the other items he has, so very farmed up Nature's Prophet right now. They're looking to take the second game. Again, it's a best of 3 series. Right now, Mouse are in the lead 1-0, and it's a single elimination. If NAR lose this one, they're done, which would be not the best story for them after winning the TI4 American qualifiers. It's the European winners versus the American winners here, so
yeah, pretty good. As well as a lot of grudge match stuff going on here as well with Fort.
Yeah.
You know, I like it. Oh wow, Snaking is going into a Reaver, and Hard is of course not usually what's going to be picked up, could be an option here, but most likely it's going to be the Satanic here. And this is a really good pickup here. If you have a Chronosphere, if they can't kill you in the Chronosphere, you're going to be popping BKB, Satanic, and like round 2 fight, let's go.
Yeah, Snaking should be okay for the most part. He's very tanky.
Structures
I don't really know. I mean, right now they're going for the tier 3 tower, actually. Buyback status, I've had it up for a while. Only Fatsa has it here. If Mouse get caught in a bad fight, they might just lose the game altogether, but guess what? They're going to Chronosphere on Korok, get the Blinding Light. Korok, he's got to survive. Nice RP from Brax. They hit the Illuminate as well. The Skewer back in. Korok, he's going to split in just a second. There it goes. MSS in trouble. Everyone has buyback all of a sudden. Bots of BKB is popped there. Meanwhile, Pos getting chased down. There's the clap going through. Getting dove. Will they go for this? They're backing off Pycat in the top lane, going for that tier 3. He's going to take a melee rags. Pycat is going to get it done. Oh, 1437 cancel his TP.
The damage.
But Shadowfeed jumping into the mid lane, using his Requiem. Korok going for the clap as well. The top racks is gone. They've to even things up. MSS, he's still at half health. He's going to go ahead and time walk away. Can they get this done on the backside? Pycat going on Fog. 1437 getting low as well. Pycat is doing work. They can't even take a set of racks here. Pycat just single-handedly almost won the game for them with that play alone.
Yeah, although it's far from over. It is absolutely far from over. The team fight so far, it wasn't really favoring Mouse, but given it was a 4 versus 5, Mouse traded pretty damn good. And they didn't use any sort of buybacks. Everyone still has the buyback ready up. And the only guy that's not having buyback currently is going to be the Shadow Fiend and pass on the Ancient Apparition. So that's completely fine. Oh, you're actually going to be scouting out. Now there goes your ultimate. Blows him up. And there's a gem.
Oh, that's
my goodness, this is huge. And Pycat has got 4k gold in the bank account as well. So he can just go into another damage-oriented item if he wants to.
Yeah, and that was a huge play for Pycat. That just... The top rack's gone now. And yes, like you said, it's far from over, but that is a huge victory for them, taking that racks down now. And even like you said, the fight was going NAR's way. That was a huge initiation from Brax, but somehow Snaking goes down. I was too busy watching the top racks fall, but he will respawn right now. He's going to pick up his Helmet of the Dominator. His Satanic Recipe is going to be done then soon. He'll have that for his next fight. But now with 1 racks down, the game gets a bit harder here for NAR. It's not impossible. Obviously, 1 racks is not a big deal, but they have to have some huge fights coming the way of NAR, I think. At least, well, they can just go down mid at some point and take this range racks. The melee racks is at full health, but it's going to be a bit difficult now that there's an MKB up for Nature's Prophet. Pycat is farmed as hell, man.
Yeah, he kind of is. Oh my goodness. This is actually a big deal. It's way bigger than it sounds, because Korok, he relies so much on his dodge chance to actually stay relevant in those fights. Yeah, sure, he's going to have 25 armor, but this is... I mean, this is a Brewmaster. He's going to be falling off at one point in the game. Here we go. And I'm not sure if this is going to be pretty much it here. So, if you're Mouse, what are you looking at? Do you just go and try to force down anything else, or do you just wait? Because I think you just chill. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Roshan is your next objective. There's no need to rush anything right now. Get an Aegis up on MSS or whoever you want to give it to, and Roshan will respawn. Well, we don't know just yet. I'm not sure if the timer already came up, but the timer on Roche Pit. Oh, High Cat going in on Brax. Look at the damage. Brax is actually dead, and he might not have buyback. He does, but that's not good.
And also Korok, he has to blink dagger away. He's got one more second. He's gonna get caught out here. Vater finds him. Lining Light as well. And Korok, he might survive this, but everyone else is just crushing in here. And MSS, he wants to find the opening, goes for it.
Oh
Blink.
man, nice blink.
Ooh, close one. Close one.
MSS thought about popping that Chronosphere, decided against it, but now a tier 2 tower should fall here. Again, Brax won't have to use his buyback probably. Snakey's gonna man up. Brax is gonna buy back. Now Korok's gonna jump in. That might have been a bait. Brax, BKB, he catches 3. Huge RP, the skewer back as well. The Requiem hasn't gone yet. The Razor's first. 2 are dead for Mousesports. What a fight going the way. What a bait. Man, Brax TV'd right in. He got a huge 3-man RP. They get 2. Of course, actually, Pycat doesn't have buyback either.
That's huge.
It does, but
this is big, actually. How the hell are you supposed to defend your Rex? No, there's no tier 3 standing. They took the tier 3 in the last engagement when Pycat was just trading for... Oh, that's a good Ice Blast. That's a good start. Yeah. But they do have a mech in 20 seconds, as well as Earn. They can just wait it out and they can just earn up.
Too. I don't know if this is defendable. This Rex might be gone here. NAR, they turned it around. It was looking a little bleak for them, but... Well, Roshan also going to respawn after this set of Rax is killed. There is no glyph for Mousesports right now. MSS Chronosphere in 7 seconds, so it's not ready for this first set of Rax. They're going to go for 2, though. They're going to go straight for the tier 3 top. Snaking with the DD rune. What a fortuitous time to have that double damage rune early on. Now the Chronosphere is going to go. Snaking. The Blinding Light. MSS cannot get anything done. There's the epicenter. He's got no BKB. He might have to pop a Satanic. It's too late. He's dead. Bots jumping in. Korok, he's got no split. He's dead as well. 2 already gone. And Korok doesn't have buyback. 3 now down on the side of NAR. They went for too much. They've got to get back. TP from 1437. He will get out in time, it looks like. Potentially, yes.
The bash?
Not there. Just got out in time.
Alright. What looked like a great fight here is, you know, being kind of turned around. And now Pycat is going to be up. So you mentioned this, they don't have too many buybacks here ready to go. They do have one on the Shadow Fiend. That's actually a big deal. And now Brax, oh my goodness, skewers away. That was such a close call. Pycat with a big place. Once again, this guy is just doing some mad work. He was taking top Rex. He is finding the pickoffs, killing Brax over and over again. Oh my goodness. And he's farmed as hell. What a guy. Alright, so we're gonna see a Roshan, and the end game is gonna be rather hard by any rejects. And they're on the ropes here, they have to win more.
They do. They're already down 1-0, and like I talked about, they could have just gone back for Roche after that first set of racks. Now with Battle Trance, this thing is dead as hell. Pycat's gonna grab the Aegis. No cheese just yet, I believe. That was only the second Roshan, so that's a bit rough. Luckily, they won't have to spend a buyback on NAR's side, but they also don't have too many left. They really need Korok to have one. No buyback for Brax. He just used it in that last engagement. And Mousesports with a little bit of baiting of their own with the huge Chronosphere coming in that top lane, getting that kill on Snaking immediately. He could not pop his Satanic. He had no BKB for the epicenter as well. He got blown up, and now it's, I think, Mousesports' time to shine here. They're going to try to at least pressure this top lane with Pycat. He'll rotate down mid, potentially go for that tier 2 tower, which they desperately wanted last time around, which NAR defended. But 40 minutes in, I don't know if it's really worth it to look at the gold graph. It's actually only 2,000 in favor of Mouse. I don't know if that means anything at this point. And 10,000 experience.
No. Oh my goodness, not really. Oh my goodness, Korok. Oh, he's gonna be finding people in misery.
They have no gem either.
Bastard.
They have no gem. Oh, this is not good.
Oh my goodness.
Fatsa gets opened on.
Misery.
Pops the BKB. They're not.
Why isn't he going?
He's thinking about jumping in.
Is he? Hello?
Server ward coming out, which is actually really nice. Pause is alive.
How the hell do they not see people? Now they see him! Oh my goodness! Let's go!
1437, Hexed up, he's done. That is not a good... That's not good.
That was, not exactly what they wanted.
No.
This was, a huge risk for Misery. Okay. I mean, if it works, why not? But going for, like, going for Shady Amulet instead of finishing up your Veil? I don't know about this. I mean, it worked. That's all we could say. It hasn't won them the game yet, but Fog will pick up another Gem of True Sight, which, after that last engagement, there's no surprise they pick it up. Everyone has buyback except for Fatsa, who bought back not too long ago to try and fight. And there's no buyback except for the Shadow Fiend here on NAR's side, so it really comes down to positioning. It really, I mean, this is it. The climax, potentially, of the game. Fatsa got to throw up the Battle Trance. They want this Tier 2 tower. Shadow Amulet, again, on the high ground. This time with the Gem of True Sight, they might not fall for that, so...
See, everyone's gonna back off now.
Oh snap, snaking. Oh, Misery on the high ground. This is so smart. You know what? He just wants to pick off. He's going like invis. Oh wait a second. Can you do Shadow Amulet on yourself and blink and be invis right after? You can, right?
I don't. No, I don't think so. I might be wrong about that. He did just blink away and actually broke the Shadow Amulet, so I think.
Because you can move while being in Fate time. This would be next level.
I'm not sure, actually. I don't know. That's a good question.
Oh, he's surfing. Misery surfing. Oh, now he's hurt.
I was really excited for a second. I really wanted that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
In the last game, too. That's like my favorite bug. Maybe after this Sandstorm. Perhaps not.
Whoop.
There it is. Okay.
Do.
Seriously, this guy.
Alright. Dear Twitch chat, please deliver.
Well.
Alright, 2 minutes from now, let's see. So NA Rejects, they're pushing out top lane, that's a good start. But they're kind of cornered, and I don't think you want to be cornered, not against the Void, not against the Troll. You know, I don't know, man.
Oh, that's an MKB. Alright, that's an MKB, so that's actually rather important coming out for MSS right now. This is
so
maybe
another...
not, it's like, it's not as... He said he was right-clicking alone in that last game. That's all he did, essentially, in that tiny game. But this is more so hitting huge chronospheres and going from there. So he's got to make a few plays. Yes, he will have some right-click now, which he hasn't really had this entire game. He's been lacking in that department. But now with an MKB, with Battle Trance, there's plenty of right-click on the side of Mousesports, so...
Yeah, the great thing is, as well, MSS, he didn't find the opening so far for, like, the huge, like, 5-man chronospheres, but he didn't need to. Like, not at all, because everyone is just going to be getting destroyed regardless, because Misery is going to be jumping in. You're going to have an Ancient Apparition Ice Blast on the backlines as well, which is going to be clipping through the Chronosphere. And then you're also going to be having your Nature's Prophet coming through, doing the deeps, having some fun, you know? So, game was pretty good, I have to say. It is 13 for 20, we're 42 minutes in. You mentioned this, the Gold Craft is now going back in favor of Mouse because they do have the map control and they don't kind of need to just run around as 5 because they're not scared at all. However, it's far from over, and Misery, once again, doing some shenanigans here. Does anyone have a gem? Yeah, they do. 1437 has a gem. They have to be so careful about this sort of stuff, and he's like surfing right here and chilling out.
Luckily, he's
no,
not. That's a tough position to catch him out. So, MSS is actually going to time walk away. Looks like he will get out just in time. They don't really have. He's thinking about go again. This is
gonna be
dangerous. He does. That's true. But at the same time, Snaking could just man fight also, and they have an RP with Brack, so. There will be a TP home. Looks like Misery decides to not stay around. 1 minute on that Aegis Reclaim. So, you talked about it. NAR, they seem to have their backs against the wall. The thing is, at least now they have buybacks on almost all of their heroes except for Fogged. Fogged is an integral part of their lineup, but I don't know if you need him. Also, at the same time, Paz has no buyback as well. So, this is, you know, the next fight might not even determine the game. It really comes down to maybe the next Roshan. And split pushing as well. Pycat's just been setting top for the most part. He's trying to pressure the tier 4 towers, which this one's not even really taking that much damage. The tier 3 mid is completely full health, so it's getting to the point where...
recall. They want to fight.
Oh boy. Misery in trouble. Demonic Purge. Misery is actually going to fall here. Again, he has buyback, so not a big deal. But still not... You don't want to die in that scenario. Now Pycat will TP up. He'll work on getting into the base, or at least putting some creeps in the base. Everyone's backing off from NAR. They see that Pycat is doing this. The Daedalus is now done for Shadow Fiend, who he has no buyback now for 500 gold, so he's got to farm that up quickly. And then maybe they'll start going for some more fights here.
Alright. And still, everyone is just forced to defend the top lane. Pycat is not going to be doing anything else except pushing top lane, it looks like. And even though you lose your sanking, I mean, who cares? Because there's going to be people who have to defend each and every time.
It's not a big loss, and he didn't have to buy back there. They didn't even force it out, nor would... I don't know if they would have been able to. Not with Pycat camped to that top lane like you talked about. So, well, Korak has 3,000 gold in the bank. He has a Vlad's. He's had that for a while. He's also had a Shiva's in the bank for a while. He just wants to save for buyback, but his next item might come out. Boggs picked up something. He just bought... Maybe it was a couple TP scrolls, I'm not sure. 1437 has had negatives for a while, and a Ghost Scepter and a Gem of True Sight. The items are there. The buyback is not for snaking.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just checking. I'm like, yeah, this is actually pretty close. He's got a buyback, but he doesn't have BODs. And we are approaching very much late game scenario. We're 45 minutes in, so buybacks are getting more and more important, especially when you're on the defending side. you need the buyback. But when you're attacking, you need buyback BOTs, which is a bit more. So yeah, I guess you just want to wait.
They'll probably just, I mean, especially with the Aegis up on MSS as well, I think it just got reclaimed too, that they probably, with the Aegis gone now, they can maybe try to be aggressive, but again, you're absolutely right. BOTs are very important in this game. You can sell your treads, but you still need to farm up the rest of that buyback, which is very, very important. They'll force a TP down bottom. 1437 is going to just head down there, illuminate the wave, and make sure that they don't push into the high ground. While that's happening, they'll split push top with snaking the rest of the squad. I don't expect them to go to the high ground. They're just going to push the wave in real quick and head from there.
Alright, by the way, Mod, I'm sorry, I had my mic on some amplification levels, which sucks. And now it's gonna be fixed.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's alright. Forgive me.
Okay, thanks. So, NA Rejects, why are you pushing top lane? Dude, I'm not sure. Last time they tried this, yeah, you know, people died.
Yeah, they got one set of racks out of it, though. That's the thing. Now they will disrupt. I don't know if they're going to stay here too long, especially with 1437 in that mid lane right now. They need to be fairly careful. 2,000 gold in the bank for that Keeper of the Light. Everyone's still down bottom for Mousesports. They're going to try to go again here. The tier 3 tower took a lot of damage in the top lane for Mousesports, so they might lose that next, but that's not a big loss for them. Buyback status, everyone has it, except for that poor Pass on that Ancient Apparition. He's 500 gold away from it. I don't see him getting it anytime soon unless they want to fight. Oh, but Mousesports, they're ready to jump here on Snake King. They're going to use that Chronos. BKB gets off. They will have the right click damage. He has buyback. Snake King, the BKB's done the Satanic. Not going to get there. That Chronosphere duration, 7 seconds. MSS, he's feeling pretty good about himself now that he just killed the most important hero on the side of NAR.
Yeah, feeling good about himself. This is exactly how you want to describe this. This is big because they can try to force out a buyback, but I'm surprised they're not doing this because Fata is in the top lane right now and he's trying to go for his butterfly. You could also do some shotgun shenanigans, which I don't think it's gonna be. But yeah, this is like in one of those games. It is so damn open that I have no idea if this is actually gonna be working out. So you might as well just do some crazy stuff. And there's 40 30s. Oh, what the hell? I guess he can blink away. I don't know.
I like that. That's fine. Better positioning. Blink daggers are always a good thing.
That's actually the point, yeah. You can blink, so you're better positioned for the Chronosphere blinding light.
Yeah.
But against the Void, who's got a Monkey King bar? But I don't know.
I guess it doesn't really matter. But at the same time, it's just nice to have better positioning in general. And, well, they're going to go for Roshan again for Mousesports. And without the Shadow Fiend here, who, again, he's got buyback, but they don't want to contest this Roshan. This one is, in fact, Cheese, for sure. The Aegis is probably going to go to MSS or even the Cheese, and Fata will grab the other. Looks like it's going to be Aegis for Fata, Cheese for MSS. And now, this is going to get very, very, very dicey for NAR. One loss away from getting dropped out and losing altogether. They'll be done if they lose this game, the series. Obviously, single elimination. So Mousesports looking very solid here at 48 minutes in. They're feeling composed. They got a nice little pick off the Shadow Fiend. Didn't use his buyback. He just bought something. He's got 200 gold left before he has buyback now. So I'm not sure what Shadow Fiend just picked up. Snake King? Maybe a new BKB? No, it's still 6 seconds. I'm not sure what he just bought. Oh, no.
Oh my goodness, Snake once again. Please, no.
He has buyback.
There's no one else.
MSS.
Yeah, no one else. And they can done as well.
MSS might be in trouble. Again, he's got Cheese. He's got a BKB right now. The Demonic Purge as well. He's going to pop the Cheese. He's going to survive at least for now. Krok's going to go in. They're going to time walk away. Pycat not at the fight. Misery jumps in. Big epicenter. The Chrono not available. They're going to use the Primal Split. Fatsa getting rocked up. His BKB has not been used. Up in the air is MSS. Can they get this kill? The Thunderclap not doing much there. Oh no, that RP. What just happened? Pycat, he's took no damage from it. He dies, but he can buy back. Shadowfeet's ready to go as well. He buys back as he gets brought down. Fata will pop the BKB as well. Brax is getting bashed down. Now Korok, he's got no Primal Split anymore. Here comes Snaking, ready to go. They're going to throw up the Empower as well. Fata, Blinding Light, gets brought back. Disruption. That was offensive, not very good. MSS ready to Chronosphere in 10 seconds. The bash is coming in. The Skewer as well. Fata getting low. Pycat, he buys back. They're ready to go again. Now Mag buys back as well. They have no RP ready. They have no Primal Split ready. How are you going to defend this high ground here? This is going to be difficult at the very best for NAR.
This is crazy, but there's still Fata there. He's gonna have an Aegis. They need to pop it right now. A defensive ultimate being forced out. He's on 1 HP. Someone kill him. Here we go. Oh, but this is not looking good. Yeah, you mentioned this. They tried to kill Fata. He's not gonna have his BKB. Yeah, but
no, he doesn't have buyback for another 50 gold. Now MSS has got a time walk away. Skewer misses from Brax there. Now they're looking for more. Blinding Light will not cancel that TP. They're looking for Pycat. They have the gem up. Drunken Haze is going to go in a second. Pycat. Now Hexing up Korok. Korok, defensive disruption coming out. Pycat getting low. He's got no buyback. He's down for 120 seconds. Snake can get a time walk away, but guess what? He's mana burn. He's mana leaked. He's done.
Snake
can get the triple kill.
Dude, they win this team fight somehow, some way. I have no idea how they did it, but they are losing tier 4s. Objective-based gaming, they have to do some stuff right in here, right now. Oh my goodness, the Ancient Emperor is nice, plus Brax could die here. Brax has to be careful, he's getting destroyed by the creeps. Oh
he's gonna BKB. Is he gonna shatter from this Brax? He's gonna live potentially. He's fine. I think he should be okay. That shatter's still on him.
Oh, this is gonna be close.
Meanwhile, mid lane, Primal Split's gonna go again. We'll check on him, Brax, in a second. Looks like he will survive.
Yeah,
he's fine,
No!
No, he's not fine. Apparently not. He will die. Snakey's going for the tier 4 towers. Vata, he's got buyback, and MSS will use his as well. Now you have to back away, I think, if you're snaking here. The Brewmaster Brewling. Earth in some trouble. Mouse, Chronosphere, MSS looking for more. Korok gets caught in it. He's got no buyback. He's down for 100 seconds. He just used it. They did not want to get caught out there, and unfortunately they did. This might be the last hurrah for NAR. They're still alive. Now snaking no buyback as well. They have 3 buybacks for Mousesports right now. Fox didn't even need to use his.
Oh, Misery, they see him.
He's gonna get brought to the low ground. Nice burrow strike there, but oh, what a game. I can't handle this. This is all over the freaking place, man. I'll tell you what.
Oh my goodness, yeah, the plays, the throws, the buybacks, everything is gonna be coming into place. Ay. Crazy stuff happening here. I don't know. It's crazy that everyone is still alive, actually. Like, I mean, still in the game. I would have given the mouse the game like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's the thing. After that last fight, after killing Pycat, like you said, they had to defend their tier 4 towers. Brax went down, so he could not really be a part of the push. He couldn't be a part of any sort of later aggression after that team fight, but the thing that's crazy to me is Mousesports still have 3 buybacks on their squad. Fatsa did not use his. Ancient Apparition has one, which is not as good, and Misery has one as well, which is, if he doesn't use that Epicenter, it's very important, but we're getting to the stage now where snaking is going to be the end-all be-all for, I think, NAR. Of course, the RPs are huge. Korok's Primal Split is not nearly as good as it was, but still very important. Pycat's getting focused down. He has no tankiness, really. He has no BKB. He's only got, I mean, a lot of right-click. He's pretty much a glass cannon for the most part, so it's looking very crazy.
Oh my goodness, Fanta top lane. Oh, they have to be so damn careful. So, wait a second. Does NAR have a smoke? They've got one in the inventory of Brax, it looks like, and they don't have anything else. I guess you just go smoke. You have to kill someone.
I don't really think you can give away Roshan again either, which is very important. It's still going to be down for a while, but I don't know if you give it away if you're NAR right now. You've got to find something. Like you said, smoke up, get a kill. If they pick off Fots and force out a buyback, that's something to start with. If they get Pycat, all the better. It's going to be difficult to get him. He's going to be pretty slippery. Again, they have a Gem of True Sight, so Shadowblade's not that big of a deal right now, but we're approaching the 54-minute mark into this game, and we still have no clear victor just yet. Brax has been huge with the RPs, but they need like a refresher orb on Brax, I feel like, too, would be huge.
Yeah, could be big. The question is, however, you can't really find too much farm now if you're a Magnus.
No.
Because if you die, like, oh, game's good, And everyone's gonna have buybacks for the next team fight. And this is gonna be Roche. Like, Roche is the next big objective. He's gonna have Aegis, he's gonna have Cheese, and this is pretty much game. Who takes the team fight at Roche is gonna take the Roche, is gonna take D4s. Whew. How? So, who do you favor when you're like in a Roche position, like pretty much right around here?
Mouse, I think.
Okay.
Even with the glass cannon of Pycat, he's still going to dish out the damage. They have the dire side advantage, and if NAR get caught in one bad position, they'll die. They don't have the buybacks that Mousesports have. I mean, the 3 buybacks are a huge luxury for them right now. Yes, you have 4-37, but what is he bringing? Not that much.
Pycat.
Okay, well, they're going to jump in.
Pycat is doing Pycat things.
Yes. Very much so. Misery's doing Misery things. He's still dancing. He has not stopped dancing for some time, but
still doing it up. Yeah, they just want to find any sort of struggles who's pushing out too much. And this is risky, but I guess you can just do it, because you don't care. You know exactly that North American rejects want to wait for the Roshan in order to do some sort of teamfight action. And snaking hits like a truck, though, don't get me wrong.
He does.
But Misery is still in this. This is the first time I saw Sand King do any of this. Like, chill out with a Shadow Amulet, not even like a Shadow Blade, but only the Amulet, and try to pick off anyone who's foolish enough to push out on his lonesome.
It's a cheeky play, I will say. It's gotten them... I don't really know if it's really done much from this game. I don't really know what the Shadow Amulet has accomplished. It's gotten them a kill on 1437. That's about it that I've remembered. But going back to snaking, yes, he hits like a truck. But if you're getting caught in a 7-second duration Chronosphere coming out from MSS, who, by the way, has a butterfly now. No buyback for another minute 40. But if you catch him in a 7-second duration, snaking just might get brought down altogether. He's been very good about his BKB usage, though. It's down to 4 seconds, however, for snaking, which is kind of important.
Misery, please. He's in the trees. I mean, he's pulling an HY. This is pretty good, actually, in this sort of circumstance. But he also got 3k gold in the bank.
Oh my god, Fog was thinking about... They just smoked as well, so Misery didn't see that, but Fog was thinking about throwing up the Shadow Poison, maybe, and getting some vision, but they're going to head down to the mid lane.
Yeah, but he was in this, I think.
Yeah, they wouldn't have spotted him. Well, they have the gem up on 1437, I believe, but... Right now...
Yeah, but with the Shadow Poison, I'm not sure if the gem...
I wouldn't know, you're right.
Oh, Fata.
Korok is thinking about going in. Clap, BKB might be used here for Fatsa. They're going to find him, but the mischance coming in with that ranged Whirling Axe was rather melee. Demonic Purge on Fatsa. They don't want to fight this. They don't have Snaking. This is not the fight they want to take. Snaking's up top, so... Fata's like, yeah, I don't even need to pop the BKB at all. I'll just sit back and just use my Whirling Axes and go from there.
Alright, so it's getting slower this game. Everyone's just eyeing each other out, it looks like.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is so high stakes here. We have to keep in mind this is single elimination in the American Dota League. We are here on a crazy pace so far, 18 for 26, but the game is far from boring, like at all.
It's
and actually, NAR pulling back. They want to defend this bottom tier 3. So Pyket can't vet it up, and oh my goodness, this is such a long Roshan. This is near max duration.
Yeah, looks like it is.
Pretty much.
So you've got time for NAR to gather your bearings and get buyback. Snaking has it in about 400 gold. He'll farm that in about a couple of seconds here. Brax is getting closer as well. He's probably the most important. Korok as well. I mean, he's not going to have his primal split up as nearly as fast, I think, as... well, it's going to be about the same, but I don't know. Who do you value more? Do you value Korok or Brax more in a buyback scenario?
Oh, I want to say whoever doesn't get his ultimate off is going to be worth more.
Yeah, that's true.
So I can't go with anyone. As far as teamfight presence goes, I want to say Brax if I would have to choose, because his reverse polarity, it is just a bit better scaling, I want to say, in the super late game stages. Yeah, sure, I mean, Korra can just do some mad work with his, especially with the Air Spirit, with the Air Panda. It's very hard. You just don't want to lose any one of those two.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. Yeah, it comes down to position. It comes down to who dies and who uses their ultimates in these engagements. So Brax is going to try to farm that up, it looks like. Meanwhile, top lane, again, Pycat and Misery making their home here. Pycat's got enough money for buyback and another item pretty soon. Again, everybody...
snaking.
Snaking is alone top.
Okay, he's falling back. Misery could have went for this.
That would have been
very aggressive, though. Because I don't think they have good vision. No, they're going bottom lane.
Oh man, Pycat, MSS. The
doesn't have a buyback.
Korok, no! He's done! That could be the game. He's got no buyback. He's down for 85 seconds. That's not good.
Squeak, mother effer. Dude, I don't know. I think this might be game here. Yeah, how the hell do you defend your high ground? How the hell do you defend anything? Even D4s, they could just go ahead and try to end this here. This D4's on like 200 HP. Okay, let's say 300.
Yes.
Yeah, game is hard mod. I don't think you can do it. You have to wait 60 more seconds on the timer.
Mouse are playing this very passively, though. They're not trying to jump in right now. They're really playing just super back. Paz has actually an Ethereal Blade, by the way, in case you were wondering.
Paz likes this.
That's a super farm Nation Apparition at 59 minutes in. Not super farm, but it's got a decent amount. Korok actually might not even need a buyback. They're not pressuring. So, lucky for them. Yeah, they're not going to get Roshan now. Yeah, Roshan just respawned, so Age is cheese. Now it's becoming a big issue for NAR. That's not good. They lose this.
Alright, so what are we going to be seeing with which item? Pyket could lose his Shadow Blade. There's cheese casually laying on the ground. It's this sort of game. And it's going to be MSS picking this one up. Yeah. Alright. And oh my goodness, Vata also got a Satanic, so he's pretty much 6 slotted with an, like I want to say 5 slotted with an Aegis. It's pretty good.
Yeah, he's got some decent farm right now, and he's starting to contest Snaking. Snaking is still by far and away the lead farmer, I think, with the highest net worth. Yeah, he's got 31,000, but Pycat's actually really close behind him. Again, Pycat's items, he can start changing these things out. Like you mentioned, the Shadow Blade, the treads maybe into bots if you're feeling you know, nifty. I mean, you have TP on cooldown for only 20 seconds anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, again, it's gonna be, I think, a rough game now for NAR. I don't really see how you fight into an Aegis and Cheese. You're going to have a huge RP. You're going to have to somehow dwindle away that Cheese and Aegis. You're going to have to catch heroes in position. And you have to remember, the only time that they really made sure the Aegis and the Cheese were gone was when MSS got caught out of position. He had to pop the Cheese, backing away from a team fight that was not going their way. They got a couple more kills on top of that. But I don't see that happening again. I just see them going for the racks and essentially getting it done. So
yeah, I absolutely agree. And also the big thing to take away from here is MSS, because he didn't went straight away for BKB. He still has 7 seconds on his BKB. This is huge. So he's got a full duration ultimate on a 60-second cooldown as well. 6-second duration, and he's gonna have a BKB for every little bit of this. You can still get RP, but if you just stand directly in the middle there, there is no way. Like, there is no way Rex can see any sort of opening, even with a Blink Dagger, even with a very well-timed skew. And I feel like North American Reject really have to just try to do some very crazy stuff. They know there's someone waiting in the top lane. They see Misery, I think. I'm pretty sure they know he's somewhere over there, because he's not showing on the map at all. So maybe go this way, but it's hard. It is so hard. And now let's see here. The base defense. This is it. This is the last stand here. 61 minutes in. The life's on the line in the tournament here. The ADL. It's going to be crazy, mod.
Mousesports are playing this very, very patiently. They don't want to make a mistake right now. And they've made a couple of mistakes this game. Pycat actually picked up a Blink Dagger, which I like a lot. Positioning-wise, again, late game positioning critical at this juncture. RPs, avoiding that is going to be huge. Blinking after the RP and just start right-clicking people to death, essentially, for Pycat. He's got plenty of damage. With the MKB, the Daedalus, the Mjolnir, and even the Scythe Device, he's going to be doing work in these team fights. Fatsa trying to push down this mid lane. They're trying to push the lanes out and keep NAR choked down. They'll have to defend top eventually.
No snaking. So far out.
His positioning.
It feels so risky.
He's got to be very careful. Again, only a 4-second BKB charge for snaking. His BKB, a new one, probably his next item, I'd say. But he has to save for buyback as well. That's very important. So we've made it, man. 62 minutes in, and we're just waiting for that fight, the big fight to come.
You know, everyone is waiting. I can't believe how like crazy for the players it should be, because you're playing like for so much here. A single elimination is not easy at all. And oh my goodness, such a long game, such a, I would say, slow game to some sort of extent, but everyone's just throwing each other out. And now here we go, disruption to start. Kirk jumps in, but not much happening right now.
MSS, he's going to jump in. He's looking for the Chronosphere. He's going to fight it on snaking. MSS taking damage. He's going to go ahead and BKB. Snaking has buyback. He's going to have to use it. Big RP. It's going to catch on MSS. The right click down. Will he get the cheese off? Absolutely. Fata still has the Aegis. Brax is done. He has no buybacks for 78 gold. Fata getting brought down low, but no death just yet. MSS has already popped that cheese. They will take the middle tier 3 tower. Snaking gets hexed up. Pycat doing the best job he can split pushing. This is not looking good right now for NAR. Now the Brewlings, they're going to get brought down. Korok, no buyback as well. This might be it. They're getting the creeps are in the base for the most part.
Snaking. They could just go for it. No, they called it GG. That's it. Oh my goodness. What a game.
Absolutely nothing. Snaking's going to try to fight. He'll get the Requiem off, but GG was already called. You gotta give to NAR. They hung in there, but Mousesports with some great plays. Pycat split pushing, getting some really good Chronospheres from MSS. They will move on to the grand finals. They will face up the winner of Liquid versus SNA, which, by the way, we're not done yet. That series is going to come in just a little bit. But what a series, Pimp.
That was absolutely crazy, man. That was so well played. I want to hand it to especially Pycat, because his Nature's Prophet was damn spot on. Both games were absolutely amazing from him. Always early rotations. In the second game, not too much, but in the first one, sure. I mean, he pretty much won the early game for them. And also NAR, just, you mentioned this, hanging in there. And even though they should have been dead like minutes ago, like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, because they should have gotten out carried big time, they still made it work. Some pretty impressive play, especially from Korok on his Brewmaster in the mid-game stages. Late game, okay, I mean, let's face it, when you have a Brewmaster, he's going to be falling off. The Keeper of the Light, also not too much of an effect here as a hero pick. I think 1437 plays a pretty good one, but this time around it was very hard to be very efficient here with the Keeper. So yeah, it's a bit sad. Any Rejects are not going to be advancing at the same time. Mouse in the finals? Sounds pretty good to me, Mod.
Yeah, well, the German squad, and well, most of the European squad, I should say, well, they'll be making it towards that final best-of-5 series, which will be up against, like I said, either Liquid or SNA. Liquid versus SNA, the rematch of the TI4 qualifiers, the playoffs. That'll be up next. That's going to start at 4 o'clock Eastern time here. That's 1 o'clock Pacific. We'll jump into that series here right on twitch.tv/American Dota League. For those of you watching in-game, thank you so much for supporting us. If you would like to, you could go ahead and buy that ticket. It's $3.99 in the Dota store. Well worth it at this point. A lot of great stuff happening. I mean, these are some big series going on right now. Obviously, Mousesports versus NAR. It was a really solid series. Wish it could have gone to 3 games, but 2 games is fine with the way these teams played. We are going to head out of here, guys. Make sure you follow us on the American Dota League, twitter.com/American Dota. Check out the American Dota League website at americandotaleague.com. For myself, you can follow me at twitter.com/MontDota2. You can follow Pimp at twitter.com/PimpMuckle. As always, let us know how you enjoyed the cast. Shoutouts, comments, concerns would be absolutely fantastic. Disband arenos, what have you, Mont notes, all of the above. Go ahead and just give those to us on our Twitter and in Twitch chat as well. We will take a break, guys. The stream might go down for a bit while we're waiting. Not sure yet, but for myself and Pimp, have a good night, everybody.